off this high ground. And Sigma doing a great job with Karkar's Brig of keeping this key position, but what a poop off from Poco. Doesn't find any kills, but that's not what he's going for. He gets them off the high ground. Now position for the defenders is sorely lacking. Suna completely zoned off.
Suna is going to be seeing Sato in his nightmares if this keeps up. Sato just going to the back line, being unstoppable. No one's actually putting damage into Sato. With Roof out of the fight, this is going to quickly snowball in favor of the Fusion, as it's more of the same.
Yeah, once again, Vancouver, it's like clockwork pretty much. Poco and Sato take away the position from the defending tanks. As soon as they're in that awkward rotation trying to regain position, that's when the dive comes in attacking backliners. So it's pretty, you know, step by step here for the Philly Fusion. Nothing too crazy, nothing inventive, but Vancouver Titans aren't forcing them to adapt.
Sato just going to leap in again, and look at this. Rolf in a very tough spot as Sato moves in, has the primal ready. Shredlock gonna drop the shatter, but Sato will not be denied, leaps back over and in. And EQO just taking advantage of all the chaos on the side.
Yeah, Eco and Hiso getting all the final blows there. Sato and Poco doing their job, getting deep in the front line. Eco does use the copy to secure that fight, get that solid cleanup, but that just means that all the members of the Philly Fusion are still alive to hold down. Now Shredlock finally going to make over the swap over to the Winston. I like this choice. I think it's better to mirror when you're losing this badly. But the question is, can he keep up with Sato, especially when he's so far behind in Primal? We're already close to last fight territory here for the attackers.
The Fusion so far yet to really be stopped. Self-destruct over to the back, gets two! Easy for Poco. And the momentum just keeps on going forward here for the Fusion. There's no resistance in the Vancouver squad here. They lose fights really before they begin.
Yeah, the word I would use here is just merciless. ZP with Sato jumping in with the nano forces you to split up, and then Poco's bomb comes in, and because you're split up, you can't protect each other. So it's another damned if you do, damned if you don't. Classic of the Overwatch League. Put your opponent in a double bind. That's a mark of a top team. As Sato is just relentless, dodges the sleep dart as well. Gonna get back into this fight, try and zone the Echo Copy Primal, but should be a Primal here coming out for Dalton very soon. That might be an opening.
Dalton's gonna use the Primal, get to the back. EQO out of the fight. Suna will bear revenge courtesy of Bob. So the Fusion perhaps stumbling very slightly, but still 5 members up. It's just a short delay, Jake, before they can head back in.
Yeah, Vancouver, they might have had an opening to get some more kills, but they're too scared to push out deep with a choke, which you don't really disagree with there. It could be very, very risky, especially with this much time make on the offense, but still, this is just another opening. Might be that same Nano Winston with a bomb behind it coming in for the attack.
Sato gets on the car. Again, you look at Sato health-wise, untouched with the Nano, gets another 2. And the front line for the Fusion, Jake, is basically just A-moving against the Vancouver team right now. Vancouver just can't do anything.
Yeah, they do have a Primal to contest the cart, but there's a lot of damage here for the attack. Eco even wasting his copy there, so that should be a little bit helpful for these defenders trying to retake position. But Hisu's Bob, if it doesn't get slept, he's going to put out a ton of work in this fight. Suna needs to charge up his own Bob to keep that cart contested.
Hisu gonna throw the Bob out early. Vancouver already in real danger. Suna about to fall. Shredlock erased! Funny Astro with the finish. And the Fusion looking super healthy here. This could be one of the fastest times of Rialto in history. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left as the Fusion just roll into Vancouver and do pretty much whatever they want. A little bit of delay, but the delay does not last long. And I actually want to hear from the stats side just how fast this was, because I feel like this has to be top 5.
Yeah, it was close. I think Houston might have stolen that top 5 time from them in the last match against the Titans, putting up a pretty similar time bank. But yeah, this was a disgusting offense here. It doesn't get much better than that. The Titans just falling apart here. This isn't really that competitive. I mean, there's not much to hype, sadly. I mean, you know, for me as a caster, I always like to hype the losing team, you know, see what they're doing to still keep themselves competitive here. But in that case, Shredlock gets stunned by Funny Astro and just bursted down before he can Primal, and there's not really ever a fight. They are in delay mode within the first 3 seconds of the fight, and with this much time bank, you cannot be playing for delay. You need to be winning fights.
Well, look, Jake, as casters, we like to look for the light at the end of the tunnel and then magnify that light to give people hope. But right now, Vancouver, they're playing from a completely dark room. There's no light to be seen. The Fusion are crushing them in every way imaginable right now, and we can't pretend otherwise. Vancouver is simply outclassed. There's no way around that. And yes, the Fusion are playing brilliantly, but Vancouver, after this week of play, they have to go back and make some serious adjustments, because this has been tough.
Yeah, back to the drawing board is the phrase I would use, because you just need a complete reset in the way you're approaching the game for the Titans. They're falling behind in every sense. Their game, they're so passive, I feel like. It's always Philly initiating the fight. It's always Philly dictating the engagement. I think mirroring this Winston is a good start, but it might be something that they just haven't practiced enough to be experienced, to have the confidence. And as well, playing as a team like the Philly Fusion, it's a very difficult comp to execute. You know, one slip up from one of your tanks is going to cost them their life.
Dalton under pretty heavy pressure in the beginning, getting a bit of support. Fusion giving up a bit of room here to Vancouver as they look to take the engagement around the corner. Shredlock jumping in before heading out, and Vancouver not doing a terrible job here of getting some space, but Suna finding himself under pressure. Here comes Sato, but the support is there. Suna stays alive.
And Sato runs out on 100 HP. They can't finish him off. He gets fully healed. Boombox significant lead on the nano boost. So again, this might be a fight where Philly can just engage at their will. Sato looking to be setting up. Suna gets the opening on Hisu though. This is a great moment for the Titans. This is where they need to get right back into it. But I have a sense that Philly's going to keep fighting this one out.
Yeah, I don't think Philly fears a 5-on-6 fight here, but Vancouver now at 6-on-4. Dalton and Suna both delivering, but Sato is still alive, has the presence in the backline, goes for Suna once more. Primal ready to go, and EQO just cleaning up on everything that's being set up.
Sato?
Uh-oh.
No, he's good.
Okay,
he's
good.
Fine. He's safe. You know, I'm
Plenty
not
of
an
luck.
experienced Winston player. He knows what's good. He knows the potential of the hero. So, yeah, great work by the Philly Fusion. And that's a fight where Vancouver are up 2-0 at the start of the fight from picks. It's just that the ultimate the control and discipline from the defense is just way too effective. Eco's now diving the spawn. Like, I don't think this is a good play from Eco, but does it matter? EQO, excuse me.
Yeah, EQO, I think at this point you're just playing with your food a little bit. You're bored. You go, why do I have to wait for a perfect engage to fly around? I just want to jump in as Winston and do this right now. And I think that's where EQO's headspace probably is.
Yeah, some ultimates available for the offense, though. All 6 actually available at the same time, which is a good thing, but is also usually the mark of a team that's getting kind of dominated, that you weren't able to get out any of those ultimates for value earlier. Vancouver, they absolutely must win this fight. I mean, this is an advantage fight for them significantly, and if they lose it, I think it's kind of all over for this offense. But they have the tools they need. Let's see how they make use of them.
This would be tragic if Vancouver lost this fight. They open up here with the Bob, with the Nano. Suna able to get down Boombox, so here comes Self-Destruct. They're piling on over the top. And with Sato and Boombox down, they don't have to worry about Sato. They don't have to worry about the Nano Winston in their face. Vancouver using those ultimates to get more space than they've had all round long, and now Fusion, they still have an opportunity to come back before point A is over.
Yeah, EQO does get picked off, so he's not going to be able to posture for position in the pre-fight, so that's a great sign for the Titans. Potentially might enable them to cap first point, but I'm just hesitant to be too confident for them. Shredlock gets his jump denied. Does have a Primal if he wants to commit, though.
Shredlock getting very low, going to have to count on the Primal, and go, get slapped! Telegraph, but okay, woken up. They said, let's go and fight him. Meanwhile, Sato falls on the other front of battle. Astro out of the fight. Vancouver starting to get a little bit of momentum. See how long it lasts. EQO, meanwhile, going to be cloning D.Va. More stall on the point, and Philly really doesn't want to give up point A here. We'll see how long they can hold. It's on a whim and a prayer with how heavily they've been staggered, but EQO still staying in it.
Choice by EQO to copy the D.Va. That's his second self-destruct, zoning the card for so long, making it impossible for the Titans to clean up this cap. And now with the spawn advantage, the defenders are stabilizing. EQO takes the nano as well. This is just insult to injury. Boombox is uncontested in the backline, healing everybody up. And this offense, the push is over here, and I don't even know if there's going to be another fight for the Titans.
No, I don't think there is. EQO was able to buy enough time, but that was still a misplay. Coming in from Vancouver, they had everything they needed to get point A, but the Fusion, they keep fighting, they keep delaying. And unfortunately, Vancouver isn't able to get the eliminations they need now. They don't touch the point, and that's it. The series is over. It's a sweep.
As expected here, but, you know, once again, we're constantly hoping for